Hello friends, my name is Rajesh Babbar. Welcome to my channel C Astrology. So in the last video, I have covered Rahu Ketu, how to see profession using Rahu Ketu. Today I'll share some more techniques of getting a professional time. When is the time when you get a good profession? And I'll share a beautiful chart also. In this chart, I'm going to explain you different and various combinations about the native, about his wife, about his mother, about his father, and some other methods of how we use transits in the birth chart. So before I begin my video, I pray to Lord Ganesha and Lord Shanidev help us learn this divine knowledge, and I thank everyone who is subscribing my channel and even viewing my channel. So let's begin. This is the third part of profession. Till last video I have told you Rahu, Ketu and Moon, when they come into picture, person changes his profession as well as change of place. So today I'll tell you two important techniques. When Rahu comes in opposite to Saturn, in transit, when Rahu comes opposite to natal Saturn, or vice versa, when Saturn in transit comes in opposite to natal Rahu, that is also a time when person changes his job or profession. Secondly, in the first round of Saturn, means the first 30 years of Saturn's circle, when he touches Venus and puts his third aspect on Venus, at the same time Jupiter is also over Venus. That is the time when person gets a very good and high salary job. Third combination, when Jupiter comes over Venus and the both aspect the natal Saturn or the natal Rahu, then also it is a good time person gets a new job. So all these factors are needed to be taken into consideration when you analyze the job of the native, what time he is going to get job. Rest I have explained you everything. So I'll begin with this chart, and first we will take Jupiter into consideration. In Nadi we don't need Lagna, so casually I have written just Aries in the Lagna just to understand that this is the Aries sign. In South Indian charts, normally chart goes like this. Because we don't need Lagna, so I have not written anywhere Lagna or the ascendant, or I have not marked any house as Lagna or the ascendant. So first, let's begin with Jupiter. Whenever you analyze a birth chart, the first thing you must focus is on Jupiter. Jupiter is the life force for the natives. That is very important. So we will analyze this chart. Here Jupiter is placed in Gemini sign with Mars. So first we will take the qualities of Gemini sign. Gemini sign, the Lord is Mercury, the planet of intellect. Gemini sign is the sign of media and communication, writing, knowledge, intellect, and newspapers, editing. All these things are denoted by Gemini sign. So the persons who have Jupiter in Gemini, they are very intelligent, they are very intellectual persons, and depending upon the other factors, they use their intellect in a positive way, and sometimes they use their intellect in a negative way. This is the first method to know the characteristics of the native according to placement of Jupiter in a particular sign. Second step, we will go ahead. Mars, the planet of stubbornness, the planet of adamant nature, planet of ego. Mars is placed with Jupiter. So the second combination, how to decode this beautiful birth chart is this native. It is a male chart. Sorry, I didn't mention here. This native will be a very egoistic type of person, very adamant in nature. Whenever you see a combination of Mars and Jupiter, especially when they are placed in enemy sign, because Mercury is the enemy for Jupiter as well as Mars, and due to his adamant nature, due to his independent type of nature, egoistic nature, the marriage life of these peoples usually get into trouble. There are a lot of troubles in the marriage life because they don't like to listen to anyone. Jupiter and Mars together, this is the combination how you can decode it. So this is about just a simple characteristics of the native. No other planet is aspecting Jupiter and Mars. Moon is not aspecting Ketu, Saturn, Venus, Sun, Mercury. 1, 2, 3, 4. No other planet is aspecting Jupiter. So this is the prime combination and how you can deal with the characteristics of the native. Secondly, we will jump into the characteristics of wife of the native. So for male chart, because this is a male chart, let me mention here because otherwise it will create confusion. It is a male chart. Saturn and Venus are together. So for male chart, Venus is the wife of the native. When Venus is placed in Cancer, wife of the native is extremely beautiful. Why? Because Venus is the planet of beauty. Cancer is the sign of beauty. When they both are conjunct, that means the wife is very, very good looking. And Saturn is also placed with Venus. So qualities of Saturn will also come into picture. Wife is good looking, definitely. Wife is really very beautiful, but she has adamant nature. Because of Saturn, she becomes very stubborn in nature. Now this problem will give difficulties in the married life. Why? Because Jupiter, the life force, he is also adamant person. Wife of the native with Saturn, she is also a very stubborn lady. So this, uh, with this combination, they cannot get along very well. So trouble in married life can be seen due to these combinations. Third, due to directional combinations, Saturn, Venus, and Ketu. Ketu is also in the same direction, so we assume that this combination is Saturn, Venus, and Ketu. Saturn, Venus, and Ketu. So Venus will get qualities of two planets now. First, Saturn, I have explained you. Ketu is a troublemaker planet. So wife of this native will be a troublemaker lady. She will create a lot of problems in the family. If they live in a joint family, definitely she is the one who is going to create lot of problems. So this is the another reason Saturn Venus Ketu combination creating a lot of problems in the family between husband and wife, between husband's father or mother. She will always create trouble because Venus and Ketu always gives a troublemaker wife. So this is some information about characteristics of wife. Now jumping ahead, we will see more combinations for the nature of the wife and whether she will be working or she will be a housewife. When Venus is placed with Saturn and second house from Venus, there is Sun and Mercury, and from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or you can straight away take direct 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, I'll explain in the North Indian chart also. Venus has Sun and Mercury ahead, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. From Sun and Mercury, there is Moon in the trinal in the ninth house. So this makes a combination. Venus has Sun, Mercury, and Moon in the second house. This makes the wife really intelligent lady because Mercury is related to education, Moon is a fluency in education, Sun is a royal planet. So definitely she would be dealing in educational fields or teaching children's because Moon is a child planet, Mercury is education, Sun is a big city or big institutions. So definitely wife is an intelligent lady. She would be teaching students or she would be in education field. This is how we analyze some characteristics of wife. And moreover, from Venus, 10th house has moon into consideration. So moreover, from Venus, 10th house has moon. You can easily see here also from Venus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From Venus, 10th house has moon. So this means she is a very, very talented lady. Moon, as I've already told you, is the planet which gives you artistic nature. Moon is a artistic planet. It denotes arts, drawings, and all these things because moon is the planet of beauty. With this combination, we could find that she could be in education field. With this combination, Venus has moon in the 10th house. She can be related to something artistic. She will be very well versed in artistic things or drawings and everything because moon is the planet of arts. When it is placed in the sign of Mars, because Mars is a planet which shows skills of hands, so it clearly indicates education field. 10th house moon in Mars sign, definitely she has that skills, writing, drawing, artistic things, all these things. She would be into this field only. So this is a normal and general way how to judge the characteristics of wife, the nature, the problems in the married life, what work she would be doing. Next, we will jump to father of the native. For father of the native, whether it is a male chart or a female chart, we have to focus on sun. Sun is placed with Mercury. That means father would be an intelligent person because they are placed in Leo sign. It clearly indicates royal living to father. Secondly, when Sun has Rahu in the second house, this makes father a very adamant person. He will always use abusive language whenever he talks. He will use harsh words whenever he talks because Rahu is a planet which gives abusive language. So whenever Sun has Rahu in the second house, definitely the father of the native will have will use lot of abusive language. And Rahu is a big planet. In Nadi we take Rahu as something very big. So second house is the family of the father. He will have a big family. A lot of people will be staying in that house because second house from sun there is Rahu. So this is also a very beautiful combination when you analyze these charts. And 1 2 3 4, Mars has fourth aspect on Rahu. This means father will have land and property also because second house from Sun, this is the family of the father, his wealth, his land and property. So when Mars aspects this combination, he will definitely have land and property. But there is one glitch in this combination. When Mars aspects the second house of Sun, there will be disputes between the family members or the blood relatives due to land and property because Rahu in the second house aspected by Mars. Rahu and Mars, they both are enemies. The combination is formed in the second house. So blood relatives will fight for land and property or money of the father because second house is the father's money. So this is how you decode a chart when you go through a chart. So when you go through a chart, there are a lot of combinations to be seen, and with the help of these combinations you can give wonderful predictions to the native. Now we will jump to moon. Yes, moon is placed in Aries sign. Moon is your mother. So mother will be very harsh in nature. She will be very aggressive lady ruling the family because Aries is a sign of aggression. Just behind moon you can see there is Ketu. So definitely in her when she is unmarried, she might have faced a lot of problems in her life because moon has Ketu just behind it. So could have mother will have a very difficult life when she was unmarried. So this is the beautiful combinations according to Bhrigunandi Nadi. Now I'll explain you how to use transits in a birth chart and give wonderful predictions with the help of transiting planets. We can take four important transiting planets: Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu, because they stay in a particular sign for long periods. Saturn stays for 2.5 years, Rahu and Ketu for 18 years or 1.5 years, and Jupiter for 12 years, or breaking down 1 year in one sign. So these are the four planets we need to take into consideration. Just with the help of one simple example, I'll just show you how you can use transit. At particular this moment, Saturn in transit is in Aquarius. Saturn, I will write here, in transit it is in Aquarius. From here it will aspect Moon. You can easily see Saturn puts his third aspect on Moon. So when this combination is formed in a birth chart, transiting Saturn puts his third aspect of on Moon. This period is very dangerous for the native. There could be loss of job, loss of money, because Moon is the planet of cheating in a nadi. So when you see this combination, definitely there is problem in your job, or you will have huge losses. Second combination, I will take Rahu also into consideration. At present Rahu is in Pisces. Rahu is transiting here over Ketu. So in the birth chart, because when any planet, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter, they come in one particular direction, automatically they influence the other planets who are placed in the same direction. So going ahead, Rahu is in Pisces, he is going to affect Saturn and Venus in this period. So this means when Rahu came in Pisces, this native will get a good job, or he will go for a new job. This is the another way to find when a person can get a new job, because Saturn is profession, Venus is money, but Ketu is also placed with these two planets. This means even if he finds a good job, he won't be able to do that job because of Ketu. Ketu is a problematic planet, and wife of the native. Venus is the wife of the native. So when Venus is placed with Saturn and Ketu, and Rahu in transit comes in the same direction, it can give health issues to the native. So one planet, you can use it in different angles. It will give you different results according to the karkatva of the planets, and even in the signs, which is signs also. So a lot of other combinations are there in this birth chart, but these are like main combinations. You can do predictions about the native's father, the native's mother, wife of the native, whether she would be a working lady or she would be a household lady, at what period she will fall sick, whether that sickness will be severe. All this you can analyze with the help of combinations of Bhrigunandi Nadi and using transit of Rahu, Ketu, Saturn and Jupiter. In my next video, as I told you in the last video of profession, I'll take up importance of Saturn according to Jupiter. In what particular house Saturn is placed from Jupiter, that house is very important in your birth chart. So what precautions you have to take, what remedies you have to do for that particular Saturn in particular sign, that I'll cover in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.